Google, Porsche, IKEA, and NordVPN all use the same secret on their website. It's not WordPress, it's not Wix, or even Squarespace. It's something most people have never actually heard of. It's called Astro, and it helps your websites load 2 to 3 times faster and improve that customer experience. Let me show you what I mean. For example, here I've just come across to Trustpilot, and we've got loads of different marketing agencies that we can see here. I just found this top one here, and we know the space is built by WordPress. When I press open the site, as you can see here, it's slow to open up and it takes a while to get the results. To navigate around, again, is still taking us a little bit of time to help actually get to the different pages. If we come down to the about section as well, again, it's just taking us a little bit of time to be able to get straight through. But we replicated this entire website using Claude Code. So now if I come across to Vercel, which has GitHub as the backend, we're able to open this up and look how much quicker that was. Again, even that website that is on WordPress, you're able to download the files, import them and migrate across to Astro nice and easily. And it's so much quicker and easier to navigate around all of the different pages. So if you wanted to improve the performance of your website, that's where Astro comes into play. It's a specific web framework for content-driven website. It's a web that's open source that we can use on GitHub, as we can see here, and get it all installed. And if we come further down here, we'll see that it actually improves the performance against conversion rates, core web vitals, and SEO compared to the traditional. And the best part about Astro, it's completely free to use and open source. The other best part is there's zero lock-in for this tool. It's got loads of different features, it's AI ready, and everything that we need to quickly and efficiently building websites. In this video, I'm going to walk us through how we can get Astro installed, how we can use it with Claude Code to get those outputs developed really quickly, how we can quickly host it on GitHub and Vercel, and just see the difference in speed. This tool will help you rank higher on Google, get better SEO scores, and massively improve that customer experience. And if you want to learn more about AI and automation, make sure to click the link in the description down below. It'll take you across to our community and will help you master it from day one. Also click the second link in the description if you want AI built for your business. So to go through and create our output, it's nice and easy using this command, but of course we're going to be using ours with Claude Code. So we actually want to come across to documentation, and then we want to come down to build with AI. The reason we want to do this is because if we come down here, what we'll be able to see is that they've got the Claude Code CLI, and we're actually able to give it access to the MCP elements within Claude. The reason we want to do this is because then it will enable our Astro to always have access to the latest documentation available when generating code with Astro. So first, what we're going to do is copy this command here. We're then going to come across to our terminal on our computer, paste the command in there and press enter. This makes sure that we've got it available within our MCP configuration locally for our Claude Code. Now I've already got mine already installed, but if you run this command, it should install it straight away for you. Now we've got this ready to go, we can come across to VS Code to build out our brand new website with Astro. So first things first, we're going to come into VS Code. We're going to come up to the left hand side and open a folder or create one that you want to work with. Now for today's video, we're going to be going through and just using another accountant website as an example. For today, we're going to go through and use 1-800-ACCOUNTANT. Again, never use them, not affiliated with them at all. It's just to show you what's possible with Astro. Now this website's already pretty quick, but it shows you the idea of how simple it is to go through and make the changes. Now what we're going to do is right click, do view page source code. We're going to copy all of the information in here. We're going to come back across to our VS Code. We're going to do a folder. We're going to call it pages so we can add the different ones if we want to. We're going to do main page.md, and then we're going to simply paste all of that in there for reference. So now that we've got this ready to go, what we're going to do is close it down so it doesn't clutter up the screen. We're going to come through, open up our terminal, and now we're going to need to go through and actually get Astro installed. So to do that, we're going to come back across to their website, simply copy this command here, come back across and paste into our chat. Now it's going to start going through and making sure that it's installed on our specific app that we've got here, but you could run it actually on your local machine as well versus within a specific folder. Now we're going to be able to call it a project, so we're just going to do accountant and then demo. We've then got a few different options for what we want. So in this use case, we can say that we want a basic, helpful starter project. We're going to say, yes, we want to install dependencies. And I'm going to say no for Git repository at the moment, which of course is connecting it into our GitHub and everything like that, tracking the changes. So we don't want to do that at the moment. Now this is going to go through, make sure that we've got everything set up. What we should see on the left-hand side here is we start getting loads of information starting to come through. And of course, we'll put our pages document into the account demo before we go through and start generating the new output. So there we go. We've just got it to come back. Now, if you want to install React or Tailwind, it's nice and easy. We just do npx. We then do Astro add, and then we can do tail and then wind. And we'll send it off. Now we should go through and make sure everything's installed for us, which we can see there. So now we've got this installed, let's go through and actually start up Claude Code. So I've just opened up a new terminal in here. We're going to do Claude. This is going to start up Claude Code for us so that we can start working with it. As we can see here, we're currently in the main page.md. So now I'm going to make sure that we just pull the pages into the account demo so that it's got access to it. As we can see here with all of that codes that we got earlier on for the source. So to have a prompt, I've already got an example ready to go. We're just going to paste in there that we wanted to read the main page.md file, which is what we created. And then we want to basically explain that we're looking to recreate it with Astro and Tailwind, which we installed a bit earlier on to make sure that we get the output straight away. So we're just going to go through, and of course we could do plan mode if we wanted to suggest some improvements, but I'm just going to go through and say accept edits on. Again, the whole point of Astro is not necessarily the front end design. We've got Gemini, which is fantastic at that. Or for example, we could use front end design within Claude, but it actually improves the back end code side for how fast it is to load, the SEO, and everything else in that space. So let's get it to go through and actually get our website set up. There we go. We've just got the output after about 5 minutes. Of course, we can run that in another tab. I'm just going to say run the dev server quickly in here so that we can get it all set up and check it out. So there we go, all set up. Let's just click on that link and it should open it up. So there we go. We've got a version of the website straight away. It's referenced some of the images. Again, it's incredibly quick to improve the outputs. We just need to come back into the likes of Claude Code, or we've got access to the Gemini CLI as well, which of course could push all of these changes through and massively improve that front end we're working with. So then we're just going to say, please tidy up the UI for some elements being in the wrong places. Like if we come back here, those logos up the top. And of course, we just want to make sure that it tidies up a few of the other parts because it didn't look 100%. So we'll make sure this goes through, tidies everything up. And again, the main point is all about the speed of the website loading so that we can quickly change and adjust all of these different points. So there we go, it's gone through and it should have made all of those changes back to what we want. So if we come back across and we refresh, yeah, that looks absolutely fantastic. We can see all of the different colors that come up. We can see all of the different information. Again, using something like Gemini would massively improve the quality of the outputs if we were starting from scratch. And just a reminder, this is what the original one actually looked like. So we're incredibly close to that source one. So we've got our website here, which has been optimized for loading as fast as possible, the SEO, everything behind the scenes. How do we get it live so that our customers or our own business can use it? Well, what we're going to need to do is come across to GitHub. You're going to need to log in and create an account. On your dashboard, you want to come to the left-hand side, make sure that you can find repository. You then want to do new repository. We're going to give this a name. So for example, we're just going to call it accountant and then accountant demo. We're going to come down and say that this is a private repository and we're going to go through and create it. Now we've not got anything in here at the moment. So we're going to copy this URL that you'll be able to see. We're going to come back to our Claude Code. We're going to say, please, can you push this to GitHub on this specific repo? And then we're going to paste our link in there. Now, if you've not already got your GitHub account connected, it will walk you through the steps afterwards, but I've already got mine set up. So what this should go through and do now is take all of the files that it's generated on the left-hand side here. Again, I'd recommend that you check, of course, any security vulnerabilities, making sure that it's secure before you upload it, all of these different parts. You can do /security review. Again, we can check lots of different points like that. Always review the code as well. I'm just trying to speed through this to show you how we can get the outputs. So as we can see here, it's now going through and creating that GitHub repository folders, every file that we need, making sure that it's readily available. It's also making the README file as well to make sure that we can actually read what this specific repo is about, and then we're going to show you quickly how to connect it to platforms like Vercel or Netlify. And Netlify actually sponsor Astro, so it makes it nice and easy to integrate. So there we go. If we come back across to our GitHub account and refresh, we should then see we've got all of the files ready to go, which we can. So absolutely fantastic. We've got the basics in here ready to go. Again, always check the security of the codes and everything like this before we put it onto a public domain. To do that and make it accessible over the URL versus running it locally on our machine, we're going to come through and use Vercel. We're just going to log into our account today. And once you've logged in, you should see a screen that looks like this. We've got our one from earlier on, as you can see here, but we want to add the brand new website that we've just generated. We're going to do add new, and then we'll do projects. We should have our GitHub repositories on the left-hand side here. If you've not actually connected in your GitHub account, it can prompt you on the left here just to authorize the connection. We're going to do import. You're going to have a bunch of different settings in here. We're just going to do deploy to quickly show you how to get it up and running. And what this enables us to do is we've now got Claude Code running locally, generating all of the different code, making improvements. We've then got GitHub that stores all of those files, tracks the changes. We can fork for different variations and much, much more. And then we're able to connect our GitHub account to Vercel so that we can see that front end nice and easily. So as we can see here, we've got it set up. You can purchase a domain if you wanted to actually connect one in. So for example, we could come across to buy, we'd be able to do accountant and see if anything comes up. So as you can see there, they've got a bunch of different ones that we could use. We're going to come back across to our app though, and just continue to deploy. Now we're going to have this Vercel app, which if I click on it, opens it up straight away. So that's how quick and easy it is to take maybe an existing website that you've got on WordPress, or that's something that you're going to be building from scratch, again using the power of Gemini, Claude Code, and really optimize it with the platform Astro to help get that faster load speeds, the SEO improvements, and much, much more to help you rank higher on Google and get a better customer experience. And if you want to learn more about AI and automation, make sure to click the link in the description down below. It'll take you across to our community and will help you master it from day one. Also click the second link in the description if you want AI built for your business. Stay tuned for more around AI automation and have a great day.